Hi guys, it's Ona and Giblets. If you're new, welcome to the channel. If you're curious, hang around. I'm going to put them down for a second. Today's March 19th, Thursday, and we're going to do a little video on, well, actually, we were going to do the first day of spring. But the first day of spring is actually tomorrow. The vernal equinox doesn't start until tonight. So I want to take you to the lake. See if we can do that on a nice day when the sun comes up during the spring. Sorry about my voice. Last night I put out, if anybody has questions, nurse-related questions about this virus or anything that's going on, to post it, and I got a couple of good questions, and I'm going to address them, and then I'm going to do a video on the medications that were announced today that may be helpful. So somebody asked that she had gotten a a pneumonia shot, and would that protect her? She has chronic bronchitis or had episodic bronchitis this year. The pneumonia shot that's offered and that people get is for pneumococcal pneumonia. Those are bacterial pneumonias, and usually given to people that fall within a high-risk category. That does not protect you against the pneumonia that this virus causes. So no, but since you're high risk, you have to be more cautious. Okay. The other one was protective equipment for staffing and hospitals, and I'm going to share with you something that will make you feel a little bit better. Okay, there are locations within the United States in hospitals. I'm going to call it like a silo location within a hospital, big university hospital. There are several of them. They have a government issued stockpile of protective equipment and medications. What I believe is happening is those lockers are going to get opened up and distributed. Program that's been around forever. So my feeling is protective equipment is going to be limited because you use it so frequently and you have to put gowns on and masks on for every single patient. Cross-contamination is so easy. You're always taking them off, always putting them on, and you use a lot of them. I have a feeling that things are going to have to get a little creative, but I think we're opening up the supply that is stockpiled, okay? Maybe that'll make you feel better. I know people are makeshifting masks and stuff like that. So I watched the little news brief this morning with Don and everybody else, okay? Please, oh my gosh, don't listen to him. And Pence also, both of them were just, it was just ridiculous. Listen to the physician that was there today and the woman, and I watch her, but I honestly haven't caught her name, who has been very cohesive and calming and directive about this situation. Pence mentioned that they located tens of thousands of ventilators. I mean, they were just saying stuff that's garbage, okay? They did mention a couple of drugs. The doctor did. Actually, Don did because he read the doctor's notes, okay? And the doctor came up and clarified that. One of them is hydroxychloroquine or chloroquine. And I looked it up and I did a little meditation on it. And what I got was a barcode, like a barcode that gets scanned in stores. It was a barcode there, so it was all black and white. It was in a frame, and there was green light coming in between the slices, in between the codes, in parts of it, not the whole thing. It wasn't wiped out in green. A nice green light coming in 3 different areas in the barcode. So I think it may be somewhat effective. That's the feeling I got, that it was the green light filtered in. It's a green light. That was my interpretation. The other one was Favipiravir. That's an antiviral. Anything that ends in IR, I have Romaine here, he's going to cry. Anything that ends in IR is antiviral. This Favipiravir was developed in Japan. It was used in parasitic flus like West Nile, I think Zika. It wasn't very effective with Zika. Mosquito-borne flus. So it was somewhat effective. When I did meditation on that medication, I used the picture that they showed when you Google it. They're little pills. And what I got were these pills were bumping into each other, but missing, like magnets that are at opposite polarization. So they met a field and then they bounced off each other. So they were doing this as if they were on like air hockey, okay, but they didn't hit each other. I got the word interruption. Okay, so I don't think that's going to be very effective. I think that's an interruption. Or maybe it interrupts other medications that would be effective. Doesn't seem as good as the chloroquine. So what we're going to do is tarot cards on these 2 medications. Well, what do you think, bud? I think you want some more romaine. Here you go, sweetie. There you go, buddy. Okay, so that's what I got. And I'm going to use my Antique Anatomy. By the way, I'm going to use this picture as the thumbnail. It's the chemical composition for the antiviral Favipiravir. And last video I did, I mentioned that I saw these molecular structures coming out of Donnie's mouth and they looked like they were broken. It's that thumbnail. That's what I saw coming out of his mouth. Isn't that weird? Be careful, buddy. You don't want to fall off the chair. Oh my God, I'm going to have to move you. One quick interruption. You know he's fallen off the chair, right? There you go. He's more stable now. You guys are so funny in your comments. Are like, we love you, Ona, but we really, really like giblets, and we really make sure you include them in all your videos. I'm like, oh, okay. They love you, buddy. We're going to take them to the lake. Okay. All right, so we've got 2 medications that they threw out there that may be used to help curb or control this mess, okay? Let's see what we got. Is it going to work, buddy? Is it going to work? First card I get is the King of Coins. So it's going to be expensive. Okay, we have that there's going to be a cost problem here. That's the thing. It's the concrete thing. The coins is the pill itself, maybe. Okay. What is challenging that? We've got the Hermit. So I'm going to say that it's just going to take some time to develop this or to get it out there or get it in production. But what I really want to say is this hermit card, what I started doing was writing down the herb that is associated with the traditional meaning of the card. And one of the herbs for the hermit card is a fern. A fern is associated with the heart chakra. It's green, okay? And that chloroquine had green light. It was a green light. I'm glad I started doing that. Above the reading, we've got endings and beginnings. So maybe a project that they need to scrap and start over or fine tune to get a delicate dose that doesn't cause damage. It's going to be a lot of trials. There's going to be a lot of trials. Below that, 4 of coins. So yeah, there's something concrete about this. There's some kind of foundation. Okay. In the past, we have the Ace of Rods or Suit of Rods. So the past would be a new beginning, an announcement. Okay. Immediate future, Queen of Rods. So we're making a big announcement. This is that's a hibiscus. That's spring. Hibiscus would be a spring flower, okay? It's red, a red alert, red a pandemic. So it's immediate future. So there's hope. I like Queen of Rods for the immediate environment. That's hope. It's hopeful. So these drugs are going to be, that's good. Okay. The Tower is what's happening right now. This is the environment. This is what's causing this rapid movement to get this medication approved or tested. This situation, the Tower. Outside influences is the Page of Swords. So studies, documentation, data. Okay. It needs to be tested. Okay. Hopes and fears, the Knight of Blades. So the Knight of Swords is making a decision before having all the evidence or documentation. So I would say this might be a fear that this whole thing gets, this whole trial or these medications just get cut off. It may be a hope that this whole thing just gets cut off. Okay, so that actually falls for both categories, hopes and fears. Outcome is the Four of Blades. Okay, so it may not do what we want it to, or the initial intention, or what we hope it to do, or it may have side effects that are a little more difficult to manage. I have to say that chloroquine is something they use for rheumatoid arthritis and lupus. I think the brand name is Plaquenil, so it's already on the market. But it looks like it may or may not, okay? It's going to be limited. On the bottom of the deck, we've got the three of Rods. So it's a collaborative, okay? It's going to come from somewhere else. The medication is going to be manufactured somewhere else. And we've got the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is what did I write down there? Lovage and cumin. It's also, you know what is interesting is this symbol here in this deck, this Antique Anatomy deck. If it had 2 little circles here on the bottom, it would be the symbol for the alchemy symbol for brimstone or sulfur. So I wonder So as far as this deck goes, or this spread goes, the sulfur-based medication may be helpful, but it looks like this combination will also take a long time to see if it'll help. It may curb a little bit, but I don't know if you should be going out there asking for this to prevent anything. Medications taken with other medications are toxic, and like they said, it's a compassionate care clause in requesting this medication. So if your doctor believes that you may need it, that may be something you can ask for, and there is a little glimmer. And that's it for those two meds. Now, Giblets, I just had to clap. You want to pull a little card, just one like Keepers of the Light for the collective here, and see. I'm going to have to reach over him and see if we could give people just a little hope for the week. I'm just going to cut the deck in a bunch of different places because, you know, we'll let Jib pick one out. What do you think, buddy? He's looking at the thing of romaine, okay? So we get Paul the Venetian, experience grace. Share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. Oh, that is very nice, but I think Giblets was thinking of waves of romaine coming to him, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. We're going to do a springtime thing. We're going to go to the lake. I'm going to give Giblets the romaine. You guys have a good day, an awesome day. Try and keep it together, okay? We'll be back. Take care. Love you. If you like, hit like and subscribe. This is for entertainment purposes only. So we'll see you soon. Thank you.